your boy Paul Finebaum had some things to say about Caleb Williams and Lincoln Riley. So go ahead and take a listen to this one.
Hey. College season ruined more than what Lincoln Riley did for Caleb Williams. I said this a year ago right here that I thought it was really a shame that Bryce Young had such a terrible senior, final year. It wasn't his senior year, but it was his final year. He lost 2 games. What I should have said is, what a terrible rookie season he's having in the NFL. But I did. But I mean, Caleb, you have a generational quarterback, and you finished 7-5.
They were 11-1 last year, and hit the portal harder than anyone, as hard as anyone, and brought in talent. I mean, they were loaded. And if you would have asked me, hey, Matt, what's the worst record Lincoln will have this year? I'd say, well, I think they're a playoff caliber team. They were 11-1 last year, added talent. I'd say maybe 11-1, 10-2 is the worst they could go. But that's if Caleb get hurt. You couldn't have bet me $1 million that 7-5 was even in the cards. 7-5 and non-competitive is where we're at with USC, and that honeymoon's done.
So that was on the Matt Berry show on ESPN. Paul Finebaum and him talking about how Lincoln Riley has ruined Caleb Williams' season. Hayden, what you got to say?
It's both of their faults. You cannot just blame one and not blame the other. Is it Caleb? Now listen. Is it Caleb's fault that defense?
You gonna have us defend Caleb Williams again? Go ahead, though.
Go ahead. Look, this is more on Lincoln, yes, but it's not Lincoln's fault that Caleb threw bad interceptions versus Notre Dame that cost them a loss there. Now, is it Lincoln's fault that defense isn't playing good? Yes. Is it Lincoln's fault that the offensive line isn't playing good for Caleb, where he has to scramble to try to make these amazing plays that people call? Yes. But you can't fully blame Lincoln, and it's not fully Caleb's fault. It's more Lincoln's fault, but it's not all Lincoln Riley's fault.
Fishing, go ahead.
Look, we've been dogging this coach, the DC, for how long? Ever. 2 years, 3 years? It's been since Oklahoma. So, this is no surprise. We absolutely knew this was happening.
3 years straight.
It's been 3 years we've been saying the same exact thing. We didn't expect to fall off this large, but it's what happens when, I don't know, I call it nepotism, favoritism, buddy type thing or not, but he should have been gone 2 or 3 years ago, Alex Grinch, that is.
Yeah.
And it's hindered this team so much to where what they're saying in this video is that pretty much the team's effort and ability to play all sides of the ball has ruined Caleb Williams' potential. Caleb Williams has the potential as a quarterback in college football to win a national championship. Yeah. And he's on a 7-4 USC team that doesn't have the capability to do anything. Like they said, they hit the portal hard. They got Barry Alexander, Marshawn Lloyd. They've got guys there. There's just no reason for them to be so bad this year. And as far as the Lincoln Riley thing goes, to me, he's just kind of looking weird. He looks like he's kind of in give up mode. He looks like he's in the same mind state he was when he jumped ship at Oklahoma. I don't know what's on his mind. He missed the practices after they took that loss to I forget who, but that we got rumors that he missed all those practices. Something's not right with Lincoln. I don't know what it is. If it's just giving up on the season and the expectations, but just Lincoln Riley and Alex Grinch absolutely have let Caleb Williams down. It's not even a question.
Yeah. Lincoln should have brought his brother there to USC with him.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And that's one of the mistakes that he made. The other thing, this is absolutely a Lincoln Riley issue. For him to keep Alex Grinch on that long, close games. I understand that they still beat Arizona State 42-28. That was a close game. You know what I'm saying? It should have never been that close with Cal, 50-49. They could have beat Utah running the ball when they should have been passing the ball down the field. That is a Lincoln Riley scheme issue when you got the best quarterback in the country. Can you guys guess how many touchdowns Caleb Williams has had this year?
Isn't it like
total.
Total?
Oh, total is like 42.
Yeah,
It's 41. Guess how many the top dog has, which is Jaden Daniels. 46.
50.
Caleb Williams was leading in touchdowns up till last week.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't agree with what you said, Hayden, about that it's both Caleb Williams' fault.
I'm not.
I mean,
it's
I was gonna make a video on the Caleb Williams thing, bro, because like him crying in his mom's arms, bro. The dude is one of the most sacked quarterbacks in college football, putting up numbers every single week. He's number 2 in yards and total yards. Like, what does everybody expect this dude to do? I can't believe I'm up here defending Caleb Williams. I knew they was going to take a back seat. But if you wanted to say, and I knew Caleb Williams was going to take a little bit of a back seat this year too, but I didn't expect it to be this bad, bro. To keep Alex Grinch on this freaking long, man,
it's crazy.
It's absolutely insanely derivative on coaching, and the dude doesn't want to recruit out of California either.
Yeah, and speaking of like Grinch too,
out of his own backyard, out of one of the biggest brands in America.
He'll have him a 5-star quarterback and receiver, though. He'll have that.
He'll have that.
You know, I mean, come on now.
And Alex Grinch should have never even made it to this year, because this year's under Grinch, USC ranked total in 105th in the NCAA first to pass, 118th in total rushing yards. In sack, they ranked 48th. Third down conversion, they ranked 79th. First down defensive ranking, dead last.
You want to hear something else too?
Where it matters most, they ranked 123.
I think these numbers are accurate. I might be a number or two off, but at Oklahoma, his head coaching record was like 45-16, and at USC, it's like 17-10.
Yeah,
or 17 and like 8 or 9. It's like, but it's just it's a big difference.
It is.
I should have probably looked those up, but yeah, it's like they said, the honeymoon stage is over, dog.
The loss of Jordan Addison showing. In the
it's not even that. He's got the weapons. It's running the ball when you don't need to run the ball. Just let you have Brandon Rice and all them dudes. Like what was the kid's name? Zachariah Branch.
True freshman. Yeah.
You could be launching Dorian this dude Singer. Just bombs down. Dorian Singer. Y'all remember preseason? Dorian Singer was supposed to be up there as a Bolitnikov guy. Yeah. I'm just curious to see. Hold on, let me look it up. Let me see where Dorian Singer's stats are, because I don't have him right in front of me.
While you look that up, Marshawn Lloyd is not a bad back at all, not by any means.
He has 820 yards this season. Taj Washington is the leading receiver for this team. Who expected that to happen? Brendan Rice has 12 touchdowns on the year. Dorian Singer, 276 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Crazy.
He played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games this year.
So every game except
my boy Will Pauling's doing better, is what you're saying. Because man has 500 yards, over 500, and over 6 touchdowns on the year.
That's what I'm saying. It's ridiculous. To have the expectations of him that was supposed to be a Bolitnikov winner, you barely use him.
Barely.
I mean, crazy. This is barely using the guy that was supposed to be the supposed Bolitnikov finalist. He ain't even scratching the surface of that award this year. Taj Washington and Brendan Rice will be in there before he does.
That'll be like,
and they ain't scratching it either.
And how this is with USC is if Michigan didn't use Blake Corum and Donovan Edwards, right? With Caleb Williams. That's what this is like.
Except they're winning games.
They are. That's the only
they had a bull crap strength of schedule, but it is what it is. I see what you're saying, but
like just saying that, I'm trying to put this into another perspective for people who don't understand. That'd be like saying you have the best backfield in all of college football and you're not using them. That's what this is like for that.
Well, yeah. I mean, think about it. Caleb Williams is number 2 in yardage and number 2 in touchdowns. It's not like he's not spreading the ball throughout his whole team. Everybody's getting shown love.
And he
doesn't have 1,000-yard receiver. He'll probably have it this week with Taj Washington, but there's not a 1,000-yard receiver on this team.
That's unheard of in a Lincoln Riley
That's
offense.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's unheard of.
Everybody's getting a target. You get it. I mean, he handing them out like Oprah or Winfrey, bro. You get a target.
You get a target. You get a target. You get a target. Hey,
yeah, bro. This is a coaching issue. The many times that I disagree with Paul Finebaum and his bias for Alabama and the SEC and Ohio State, this is one I gotta agree with him on right here, bro. This is like 95% of his fault.
That's what I was trying to say. Okay,
but you said it was both of them.
Yeah, because
but
some
this
of
is the
it
thing,
is
too.
still Caleb's fault because some of those picks he threw this year he shouldn't have thrown.
He's got to.
He only threw 4.
He's got to throw himself back into the. He's got to throw himself back into the game, Hayden. It's different. When you get down that big. But look, here's the last thing I'll say.
And he's thrown 5 interceptions this year, which is crazy. We would have thought he would have thrown more. Michael Penix Jr. has 7. Jaden Daniels has 4.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
he got sacked 33 times this year, bro.
Weren't his fault though. That's what I was trying to say.
But look, we been hating on Caleb Williams for the nail painting, for everything, bro. With him crying and him not going to the media after he's losing games and stuff, like he's being painted in such a bad light. Like
he is.
I almost feel bad, but at the same time, like I don't know what's going on. Like we said, it's the coaching staff. Maybe Caleb Williams is just sick of the coaching staff and don't want to talk about it. I don't know. Either that or maybe he is a prima donna like some people presume. I don't know. But he's being painted in a really bad light with the NFL coming up.
I mean, it's in a really bad light too. Like this, and he's balling out. Like, and I get it. As soon as it's not like he went up to like his teammate and was crying and was on the sidelines and like pulling a Cam Newton. This man went up to his mom. And you know when I don't care what nobody says, bro. Family's different. And for you just to be like, think about it, Hayden. I came in. I
came bash for this one.
I'm just saying. Think about it like this. I came here to win championships because I knew what Lincoln Riley was capable of. He even brought people here for me to win championships. We got really close. I won the Heisman. I reached my potential. Reaching my potential again this year. The defense is trash. We're running the ball when we should be passing the ball. We should be taking more chances downfield when we're not. I can improvise. I can make things happen. Why am I not being more involved in some of these games? Why are we having close games against Arizona State and Cal? What is going on?
Why are we
Bro, I'm pouring my heart and soul into every game I play, and my defense gives up 50. That's what that is. That's what it is.
Yes, I knew. Hey,
the back and forth game with Washington, bro. It was back and forth, bro. It was touchdown, and they still lost because of defense.
Yep.
And that was the game. That was the game. That's the game that broke him, bro. So I don't care what nobody says. I will defend Caleb Williams all day long, bro. I don't care.
For that, I will defend him for that because he showed that he does care for the game, unlike what the media may say. That showed me right there he does care fully.
Yeah, I still think Caleb going number 1 overall though too. Even I still think he's going number 1 overall.
I'll have my full first round mock drafts here coming up after the playoffs.
Yeah, he's still going number 1 overall. Depending on what team is there, if he's not number 1 overall, he's the first quarterback chosen off the board. That's for sure.
Or if he decides to. Well, here's the thing. Isn't he also thinking about staying in college, depending on who's number 1?
No, he gone. That brother's gone.
They broke him. They did. Hayden. The only reason he would come back, it would literally have to be one name. No, it had to be one name that called him. Two names they called him.
Ryan Day.
Ryan Day.
No.
Nick Saban or Kirby Smart. That's it.
Well, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Those are the only two names that will probably get him to come back.
Carson though, because I saw he's top 10 now in Heisman.
Carson's going to the NFL.
Yeah, he's probably gone anyway.
Bro, he's been there 5 years. I don't think he wants to sit around another group of quarterbacks, bro. His quarterback room has changed every damn year he's been there. I don't know who these guys are. Every year it changes.
I thought he was 4.